so. Boa tarde, galera. Today is our part 2 of the teaching sequence that is attributed to Capoeira Angola. And so we do not have a full bateria, but we have a selection of instruments. We have the berimbau, which is the fundamental instrument from Capoeira. Its origins go back to West Africa, known as the Uhadibo, was brought through France and then made its way eventually to the Americas. And so the berimbau in this form existed only in Brazil. In Africa, it was held with mud with the cabaça. There was not a piece of string. They did not use a coin or a rock, and there was not a caxixe. I have seen some amazing innovations in the African versions where they use 2 vaquetas, and I want to try that out, where one vaqueta hits the arame, but the other vaqueta hits the cabaça at the same time. So there's many origins to this instrument, but in Brazil, only berimbau. And so pandeiro, also known as the hand drum or the tambourine, exists in many cultures, and the reco, which is a very common instrument in lots of cultures. So let's move on to música de capoeira. At home, please clap your hands and sing along with the chorus. Oh, the call of the end. And today in the teaching sequence, we will be working on the chamadas de bênção. And so the chamadas de bênção Capoeira Angola involve the passagem de dois, the passing of the two. So each part of the teaching sequence ends with a chamada. Chamada means call. And so at home, you're going to work that. We'll start with our warm-up using teaching sequence number 4 from last class. That will get us a little loose and a little molejo no corpo. And then we will move into sequence 5, 6, and 7. And so today, if you notice, we were strategic. We have very little redecorating to do. We just got to get rid of a bench. We are learning! The theme or the slogan for the country of Brazil is Ordem e Progresso. Order and progress! We are making progress. Embora! Our music today comes from Mestre Paulo dos Anjos, who was a beautiful capoeirista in both his game and in his manner and his appearance. He was known for wearing his chic hat, his glasses, sometimes a suit jacket. He was a very stylish capoeirista. His music today is going to be beautiful, and so are our movements. So, embora gente, we'll start warming up with our ginga. Remember, in Capoeira Angola, you should have what is called molejo do corpo, the looseness of the body. So as we ginga, you want to start to smoothly swing those arms, let your body rock from side to side, take all the stiffness out, let it all go. This is like capoeira meditation. This is the shavasana of capoeira, where we ginga to the music and we come involved in the music. Our body is taken over by the music. It's like we are floating. And so we're ending our shavasana because it's time to start doing some movements to loosen some more. Our first movement to loosen will be meia lua de frente. Meia lua is the half moon. De frente is to the front. It's where we swing our foot from one side to the other in front of our body. And so we're going to do três meia luas, 3 of them. That will be our next part for warm-up. And so whenever you're ready to begin, you throw dois, três meia luas. Since this is your warm-up, you can mix it up. You can do meia lua, do a meia lua from the back, then do a meia lua from the front. It's your warm-up. Mix it up. Start with the left foot, meia lua, meia lua, meia lua. We're just going to spend another 20 seconds warming up these meia luas because the kick that is used most often in the Angola teaching sequence just happens to be meia lua de frente. Beautiful. And so now we're going to do the full part of the teaching sequence number 4. Just the attack. It's 3 meia luas. Something comes at you, so you fall back. Queda de negativa. And then we're going to get into tesoura. You may not remember tesoura from the last class, or you may have missed the last class, and that's okay. The first time we do this, I will coach you. Then all the other ones, you got to follow along. All right, so we're going to do 3 meia luas without a pause, and then get to our queda de negativa, which is falling backwards, and then I'll get you to tesoura, and I'll get you up. All right, and down. Meia lua, meia lua, meia lua. Something comes at you, so queda de negativa. To get to tesoura, the scissors from here, put your right leg over your left as you put your left hand, your right hand on the floor. Boom, you're in the scissors, the tesoura position. Now we're going to basically plank our body forward, keeping in mind that someone is coming through the legs to kick us in the face. So as soon as we start to plank forward, we need to get up. So twist into plank, slide forward, and then get up, come around into ginga. All right, now you're on your own. 3 meia luas, queda de negativa, into tesoura, and then remember somebody's coming through, so get up. Embora, meia lua, meia lua, meia lua. Oh, queda de negativa, volta tesoura, and here we go. At your own pace now, because remember, this is our warm-up. 3 meia luas, queda de negativa, tesoura, and get up. Let's go. I don't see you at home working. I can't really see you at home because this is a recording, but you believe me for a quick second. Make sure in tesoura you're looking forward. Looking. I see you. I don't really see you, but. Bom demais. Let's finish our warm-up with the defense. So if 3 meia luas are coming at you, you need to escape 3 times. And so your first 2 escapes are the same. It's the negaça. Negaça in other styles is known as esquiva or guarda baixo, médio, or alto. And so this one, since it's a meia lua de frente, is a mid-level escape. And so we're going to do 2 negaças, or 2 esquivas if the word is better for you. The third meia lua that is coming at us, we need to escape with a chapa de frente. And so, let's go negaça, negaça, and then that third kick, which I said wrong, is meia lua de compasso. We got to go back and push our foot forward, trying to kick under the heel kick coming at us. Now remember, tesoura came at you now, the scissors. And so what you need to do is throw in your negativa, get into your plank position to go through the legs. And so, get into your plank, go through the legs, and then come out. We'll do this 2 more times, and then I'll go back and correct the attack. Foi mal. Falta de mim. My fault. My bad. I'm sorry. We only get 1 take. It's not like we can start again. All right. 2 negaças. 1, chapa de frente, which is also known as queda de três. Here we go. 1. Negaça. You guys are doing negaça. Let's start again. 2 negaças and a chapa de frente so that I can correct. Here you go in the audience. Negaça. Negaça. Now you fall back and push your foot forward as I try to attack. And your foot is coming at me, so I, with queda de negativa. And you, when you see me go to tesoura, you go to your position for plank. As I come at you, you come at me. Everybody is up and back to Jenga. You're doing the escape again while I correct the attack. You're doing your 2 negaças and falling back into your queda de três or chapa de frente. You're going to go this way. Here we go. And drop back, and you push your foot forward, which means I go back. I go to tesoura, you go to through the tesoura, and we come out. Boom. So to remind, part 4. First person doing the attack. We'll all do the attack together, just so we can be clear. 2 meia lua de frente, 1 meia lua de compasso, then the negativa tesoura. Okay? Let's go with our 2 meia luas. De frente, and now de compasso. The chapa de frente just came at you. So you need to fall back. Em queda de negativa. You need to volta into tesoura. As you go at them, they come through. So you get out. We're warmed up now. We're ready to go. I feel warm. I got little bits of molhado here, a little bit of sweat going on. That and my little arrepiado, my little goosebumps, because I'm starting to get excited. Part 5. Two meia lua de frente. We do a lot of those. Queda de negativa. We do a lot of those. And then we get up into chibatata, which is known as martelo in most styles of capoeira. All right? Two meia luas. Queda de negativa. Get up in martelo. Here we go. Two meia luas. Something comes at you. Negativa. But then you get up. Chibatata or martelo. Whether you use the front leg or the back leg, your choice. Ginga. Two meia luas. Negativa. Martelo. Meia lua. Maybe mix it up. Meia lua. Oh. Negativa. Maybe get up this way this time. Martelo from the front. Chibatata. Meia lua, meia lua. Oh, something coming at me, so I go down. I get up. Maybe now I kick chibatata from the back leg. One more of those. Meia lua de frente. Meia lua de frente. Oh, queda negativa. Get up. I haven't used this leg yet. Martelo. Ginga. So now, if two meia luas are coming at you, you got to escape 2 times. And then the person after their two meia luas, they went down into negativa. That means we attack them. And so, that's it. 2 negaças and a chapa de lado, the pushing side kick. And so, chapa is a big plate of metal. And so this kick is, imagine a big plate of metal is just shoved at you. That's going to be your foot shoving sideways at someone. And so let's imagine 2 meia luas are coming. So we escape meia lua, and then we give them the kick. So we chapa, and then they were going to give us that martelo, right? So you might want to escape. What's a good escape right now? Oh, negativa. Let's do it again. 2 meia luas are coming at you. So that means you need to do 2 negaças. Negaça, 1, 2. Hey, give them chapa. Oh, they're giving you a martelo. Oh, let's get out of the way. Let's do that 2 more times. Negaça, negaça. Chapa de lado. Oh, queda negativa, because they're trying to kick you. This last one, I'll do the attack. You do the defense. Same thing we just did. 2 negaças. Chapa de lado. And then get out of the way of my martelo. Okay, here comes your first negaça. Here comes your second negaça. And you do your chapa de lado. So I escape, you queda negativa, I get up, martelo. If you are still standing there, you got hit. Parte 6. Surprise. 2 meia lua de frente. Queda de negativa. Now, chapa de costas. So the chapa comes from the floor. We're going to roll from the negativa into a role position and push our foot forward at our partner. And so again, 2 meia luas, 1 negativa, chapa de costas. Here we go. Meia lua, negativa. Get into your role, push your chapa de costas at your partner. And again. Meia lua de frente. Meia lua de frente. Oh, queda negativa. Turn. Chapa de costas. Let's do this 2 more times. Meia lua de frente. Meia lua de frente. Queda de negativa. And in your rolê, push, chapa. One more time. I'm going to talk a little bit when we get to that chapa de costas from the floor. Meia lua de frente. Meia lua de frente. Queda de negativa. My chapa can come from my bent leg or my straight leg. If I want to use my bent leg, I just push chapa right now. If I want to use my straight leg, I do part of that whole leg and then switch to do the kick. Does not matter which foot you use. Personal preference, as well as the distance between you and the person that you're kicking at. So now, let's do the defesa, the defense. If 2 meia luas came at you, that means we're doing 2 negaças. And then we're going to give a kick, which made the person go down in negativa. That kick is going to be a chapa giratória. That means we're going to spin and push that side kick. So imagine 2 meia luas come, so you escape 1, you escape 2. A spinning side kick. That means I need to twist my body, look at the thing or the person that I want to kick, and then push that foot at them. Let's do that one again. The 2 negaças. Negaça, negaça. I want to spin and look at the person I want to kick and then push my foot at them. Chapa giratória. Giratória means spinning. The chapa is still the side kick, that pushing side kick. Let's do that 2 more times. Negaça, negaça, chapa giratória. Last one. Negaça, negaça, base. Now, our sequence parts, they end in the chamadas de bênção. The chamadas de bênção for part 4 is a volta mundo. The volta mundo means you just walk in a circle. And so our social distancing doesn't give us enough room for that. So I'm going to demonstrate that one all by myself. That way we keep our space. And so after we get up from those tesouras, someone sticks their hand out, which means you touch the other person's hand, which we're not doing these days. You would walk in a circle, and whoever initiated this ends it with a spinning kick. Whether it's the meia lua de costas, known as armada, or the rabo de raia, also called meia lua de compasso. Because we're walking in this direction, I want to kick the person in the direction we've just come in. Now, in part 5, we end in sapinho. Sapinho also requires close contact. A sapinho is a frog, and so we would squat down with our partner, put our hands in front, and we would hop side to side with our partner, and it usually ends in that movement chapa de frente, which is the queda de três. So after hopping, my hands would go back, my foot would come forward, my partner would try to escape. We can do this next chamada without our partner and make it work. So in part 6, after the chapa giratória, you notice that your partner has given you the chapa de costas from the floor. You've done something to escape, maybe a negativa, maybe whatever you did to get out of the way. But you see that they have given you the chamada. The chamada, this call, we did in the last class. It's where the hands come out. And so there's 3 variations of this chamada. There's up high, mid-level, and there's low. The other one that we did in our last class was either the high or mid-level, but turning your back to the person. Today's are to the front. So this one is a mid-level cross. In this mid-level cross, you wait for your partner to get to you. Whatever side they come to, you step back so that they cannot give you vingativa. And then since you initiated, you lead them out. The passagem de dois, where we go for our little walk. Dois, três. Dois, três. I could go 3 more, or I could let them out right now. I choose to let them out now so that they do their au. So the guys in the back will be answering my call. So I give the call, they come over, their hands match in a cross position, and I take them for the walk. Dois, três. Dois, três. And I let them out. I want them to do au, so I can give them cabeçada. So they go for their au, and I go for cabeçada. You can rewind the video to practice that one over and over, but that chamada is very simple. The most important thing to remember in all of the chamadas is proteção, protect yourself. And so if you have called someone, it's because you want to get them. Don't give them the opportunity to get you in the get. That means my legs are together. I'm easily swept at this point. When they come to me, I want to make sure that I step back on the opposite side. So if they're coming on this side, I step back this way. If I'm stepping back this way from this side, that puts them in perfect vingativa position. Don't do that to yourself. And so, let's move on. Part 7. Again, 2 meia luas de frente. Now, that meia lua de costas, the armada. Then we queda negativa and we rasteira, we foot sweep. So I'll call it out. We'll go through slowly, nice and easy. 2 meia lua de frente. 1, 2. The meia lua de costas, also known as armada. So we turn, kick. Now, something's coming at us. So we queda de negativa. And then we see the opportunity to sweep the partner. So we take that bent leg and we sweep forward with rasteira. Sweep. Let's do that a couple more times. Duas meia luas. 1, 2. 1 meia lua de costas. Armada. Oh, queda de negativa. Look, a sweep is available. Take advantage of that sweep. Make sure you protect your face when you sweep. Let's do that 2 more times. Duas meia luas. 1, 2. Armada. Oh, queda de negativa, it's coming at you. Down, and then you see a rasteira up, and so you take advantage of the rasteira. So now, we did some kicks, we did something down on the floor. Let's figure out what just happened. 2 meia luas, we escaped with our negaças. We're good with that. But there were 3 kicks, which means now there's 3 negaças. But then the person went down to the floor because I did something. What I gave them is a kick called ponteira. Ponteira is done with the instep of the foot. We extend the foot, trying to give them the kick. And we're aiming for wherever is open. Maybe it's a sensitive part, maybe it's another sensitive part of the body. And so, 2 meia luas and the meia lua de costas comes at you. So let's do 3 negaças. 1, 2, 3. Ponteira. But wait a minute. We finished our ponteira. They're in queda de negativa. They come for our base leg for rasteira. Well, gravity applies to everyone, which means if your foot is swept, you are going down. Do you cai bem or cai mal? Fall well or fall badly? My suggestion, fall well. If the foot is swept, fall well in negativa. Then, I don't know if I would want to stay stay right here. If the person was right there, I'd probably leave. Troca negativa and roll away from the person that just swept you. Let's do that again. Três negaças. Dois, três. Ponteira. Your foot is accessible. They take advantage. So, fall well. If the face is close to the foot, that's bad. So, troca negativa, change your negativa, and rolê away. I will do the attack. You will do the escape. The escape is what you just did. 3 negaças and your ponteira. So here we go. First negaça, because I kick. Next negaça, because I kick. Next negaça, because I kick. But now comes your ponteira. So I queda de negativa. But now, you know what I noticed? When you bring your foot back, you're exposed. And so I come from my rasteira. You either fall well or you fall badly. But now you might not want to roll. Yeah, which way are you going to go? Negativa and olé away. There is a chamada that is at the end of part 7. It is almost the same one we did in part 6, but it's the low hand version of this. And so this is where chamadas get dangerous. So your chamada with low hands is here. You have a lot of face exposed. And so chamadas need to be done at the right time with the right person. If you don't trust the person you're playing with, don't do this chamada. You're very vulnerable. Remember, there are no rules in capoeira. There are traditions. Traditionally, I called you. That does not mean that your tradition is when I call you, you elbow me in the face. So please, if they try to hit you, be ready for defense. And again, don't give a chamada to someone you don't trust. They come in, we step back, and now since I called, we go for our walk, the passagem de dois. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I want 1, 2, 3. And then I let them out for their AU. Bom demais. Now, normally in a chamada, we have our goals and expectations. My goal is to give you cabeçada. Your expectation is that I'm going to give you cabeçada, which means your AU should never be, oh, give me cabeçada. Your AU should be defensive, an AU fechado. So your AU may start open, but then close to protect yourself from getting the cabeçada. Your AU may be AU negativa. So as you AU, you may go into a negativa position expecting that you're going to get hit and land. You may do an AU that tricks the person. I may start my AU and turn. Ha-ha! Surprise. It's entirely up to you what you do. And so, what we're going to do now is we're going to do the teaching sequence, part 4, 5, 6, and 7. The person on the right is going to initiate. The person on the left is going to defend. And so, person on the right, 2 meia-luas, negativa, martelo. Person on the left, 2 negaças, and a side kick. So here we go. 2 meia-luas, negaça, negaça, and now side kick, negativa, and now martelo. Beautiful. We're not going to do the chamada. In part 6, 2 meia-lua de frente and queda de negativa because the chapa giratória comes at you, and then you will get up with your chapa from the floor. And so, 2 meia-luas and a negativa, 2 negaças, chapa giratória, spinning side kick. Beautiful, and now push your side kick from the floor. In part 7, There are 2 meia-lua de frentes and 1 meia-lua de costas, which is known as armada. That means we need to do 3 escapes on defense. But after the 3rd defense, we push the foot forward with ponteira. And so, 2 meia-luas and an armada. 3 negaças. And now, your ponteira, negativa. And now, look at that rasteira that's wide open waiting for you. Sweep to the negativa. And so, we remember that no one's perfect, and it's not perfect, and we don't do a retake, everything's on the one. And so what I want to do is I want to go and make some minor comments, because you practicing at home is great, but you practicing with a partner is really, really hard. We're going to go in reverse order. So let's do that same sequence again. 2 meia-lua de frentes and the meia-lua de costas, which is the armada. So 3 negaças. You got to look and see which way it's coming from. 2, where's that armada going to be? Same direction. Now, there's a ponteira. So the kick comes, you drop back in your negativa, and you got to see where his foot is. You need to sweep with your right leg around the same line of pattern as that line on the floor. So you have to sweep that way. Yes, Kenji negativa. Now the troca negativa rolê makes more sense. Yes, so much better. Now, part 6. 2 meia-lua de frentes and a negativa with 2 negaças and a chapa, a side kick. So 2 meia-lua de frente. 1, 2, and now your partner does a side kick. Beautiful. Now, this side kick is the chapa giratoria. So put your foot back where it was, bring it back. Now, twist your body, and the other way, and twist more, and now push that right foot. There we go. And now, what do we have? We have a chapa de costas from the floor. So is he going to roll and kick, or is he going to just kick? Let's see. Oh, but you can't get up. Get back down in negativa. Your chapa comes with your hands on the floor. So, beautiful. Isso. All right, part 5. Our 2 meia-luas and our negativa. Because 2 negaças and a regular side kick from a standing position. So 2 meia-luas, 2 negaças. After the negaças, give a side kick, which makes your partner go down to the floor. Side kick, chapa, beautiful. That looked a lot like martelo. There we go. And now, from negativa, you get up into martelo. Get up, martelo. And we get out of the way. Bom demais. And so, all the way back to part 4, 2 meia-lua de frente, 1 meia-lua de compasso, which is also known as rabo de raia in Angola. 2 meia-lua de frente, so we've got 2 negaças, and now chapa de frente. When he spins around for his meia-lua de compasso, you drop with your hands back and push your foot forward. You want your foot to go under his. And now he does negativa, going down to the ground, and tesoura, throws his leg over the top, both legs over the top, and 1 goes through. We stop right there because we can't get too close. Now we're going to do that one again because we want to pause on that queda de negativa where we'll go for our queda de tres, because we want the kick to come close so that our foot goes under their body. So let's do that one again. 2 meia-lua de frente, 1 meia-lua de compasso. Negaça, negaça, wait and pause. Let him spin all the way around. His hands go to the floor. His hands go to the floor. Now drop under. Beautiful. And he goes to his negativa. He goes to his tesoura. And 1 goes through. Beautiful. Bom demais. And so, in our Capoeira Angola, it is normally a very close game known as jogo de dentro. Today we are going to play jogo de fora, We're not going to be close to each other. We're going to be away from each other. And so to have this look really, really amazing, I'm going to give some live music. Mestre Paulo dos Anjos is awesome. I do not compare in any way to Mestre, but I'm going to try to play some music today for our roda. And so, jogam de Deus, jogam de fora, fala-me Deus, minha Nossa Senhora. Jogam de Deus, jogam de fora, sabendo grande, não é Angola. Jogam de Deus, jogam de fora, fala-me Deus, minha Nossa Senhora. Jogam de Deus, jogam de fora, jogam bonito esse jogo de Angola. Jogam de Deus, jogam de fora, fala-me Deus, minha Nossa Senhora. Jogam de Deus, jogam de fora, jogam bonito esse jogo de Angola. Jogam de Deus, jogam de fora, fala-me Deus, minha Nossa Senhora. Jogam de Deus, jogam de fora, sabendo grande, não é Angola. Jogam de Deus, jogam de fora, fala-me Deus, minha Nossa Senhora. Jogam de Deus, jogam de fora, jogam bonito esse jogo de Angola. Jogam de Deus, jogam de fora, fala-me Deus, minha Nossa Senhora. Jogam de Deus, jogam de fora. Avisa meu mar, avisa meu mar, avisa meu mar, capoeira não vou me chamar. Avisa meu mar, avisa meu mar, avisa meu mar, capoeira mandou me chamar. Capoeira luta nossa, sairá colonial. Eu nasci foi na Bahia, Angola regional. Avisa meu mar, avisa meu mar, avisa meu mar, capoeira mandou me chamar. Avisa meu mar, avisa meu mar, avisa meu mar, capoeira Angola me chamar. I made an interesting collaboration today. And so in Capoeira, we have toques. And there is the toque de aviso or cavalaria, the warning toque. In Capoeira Angola, the toque de cavalaria mimics the horses galloping because the cavalry rode horses. Other people use the toque de aviso to say, there is the toque jogo de dentro. I sang the song jogo de dentro, but I didn't play the toque jogo de dentro because we're social distancing. So I used aviso, the warning, be careful. And so, jogo de dentro. Jogo de dentro has a cousin. Jogo de dentro's cousin has a lot of caffeine and drinks a lot of coffee. Jogo de dentro's cousin on caffeine is called miudinho, the toque created by Mestre Suassuna, because it is a very close game, but it's played very, 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 very fast. And so the toque de miudinho. We're not playing miudinho today. We are not using that toque. And so we played a game of jogo de dentro, but jogo de fora. And for that reason, I didn't use the toque jogo de dentro, I used the toque aviso. As you grow in capoeira, you learn your rhythms, and your rhythms tell you what to do. So if the rhythm is warning, hey, take the warning, heed the warning, watch out. Let's not get too close to your partner. And so today was part 2 of Capoeira Angola teaching sequence with the chamadas. What we're going to do before we end is just go through some of the lyrics in the jogo de dentro, jogo de fora, Salvento Grande, no é Angola. Mestre Paulo dos Anjos in that song was referring to the Salvento Grande of the Capoeira Regional, not the Salvento Grande de Angola, the Salvento Grande de Regional. So yeah, jogos de dentro, jogos de fora. Salvento Grande não é Angola, it's regional. And so when we hear lyrics, sometimes we need to ask, hey, what was that? So that we understand what the song is saying. Now, the last thing we're going to do is we're going to do a little showing off. And so we're going to have 2 solos. My friends here are just going to do some moves for about 20 or 30 seconds. Just some moves, just a little chance to like let it all out. In Mestre Bimba's school, it was the escuenta baño after class, the chance to like loosen it up, do the stuff you wanted to do. There's no correlation in Capoeira Angola, so we'll just play a little bit by ourselves, do a little solo activity. And so let's just see what happens when we just, do some stuff. Toque Santa Maria, as taught to be my mestre no. If you have questions about the music, send them. I'll be happy to ask. Tell you where I got what I learned from. Because in all knowledge, there are roots. And if your information that you're given has no roots, well, then it's new information. And it may not be bad. But when we have roots, we should stick to those roots. The sadness in Capoeira today is that many of the historians, the Guarda Velha, the old guard of Capoeira, their time has come and gone. And so we're losing them. And so it's very important that people meet and record and write down and take notes as best they can from the teachers that were there when it was new. And so Mestre No was one of those amazing mestres. Mestre Paulo dos Anjos, I never had the opportunity to meet him, but I got to meet one of his students, Mestre René. And so the information that I try to give you is the information that I get, and I'll tell you my sources. The teaching sequences come from Mestre Bolasete, who is a teacher as part of the Angola Association in Salvador, Bahia. And if you come to Bahia with us in August, he's still alive. You can meet him. You might even get a chance to play with him in Lohana. And so, gente, I want to thank you for joining us today. I hope you had a good time training. Again, if you have any questions, please send them on. Adeus, adeus, e boa viagem.